It's time for the Sergeant Soldier Super Show. Hey, yeah, here we are. This is Sergeant Soldier here for a super show, sitting out on the deck of the sun and with all some of my friends, uh, half naked. Burt Reynolds now because, um, shout out to Jeff at Skunk Works that he sent me by accident this set of shorts and this shirt that's like a leopard print camo. And who would wear leopard underwear other than Mr. Burt Reynolds? I a little bit on that a little bit later. There's Blakely over there, and I want to zero in on here on my friend Aaron McGowan. He had a birthday yesterday. I managed to give him about a dozen little squeak toy ducks. I hope that was a birthday gift because he didn't let on that he was rolling up on another year around the sun. But thank you very much for uh, your counsel and your fellowship, Aaron. Happy birthday. Um, and let's zero in on the. Let me see. Oh, Zukov's attic. I've been dealing with him a lot lately, and because of something that I've got coming up here in just a second here, I got a Claymore mine. I got a 7.62 ammo box. I think it's a grenade box. What does that say on there, everybody? Anyway, but yeah, from Ordnance. So yeah, grenade box. And I have an old grenade box from God knows how old it is. My mom bought it for me. It's been my toy box since I was a kid. But anyway, let's zero in. Why is this a super show with all my good friends? It is because I have reached 150 subscribers. Applause there. And the thing about that is that, all my friends and family that might have tuned in, or maybe 50, 75 of those. So that means with the help of the Axis of Awesome, shout out to the Axis, is that, you know, I think a lot of that is driven by I'm on their watch list or they've mentioned me or things like that. And the thing about that is that is a huge milestone that I waited until 151 to kind of hit on my channel. Thank you for it to everybody that has subscribed. Be sure and go down there and hit that like button. That helps the algorithm. Might even grow my channel a little bit more. But it was a quick roll to 100, and getting to 50 has been month after month after month of just one at a time. And I appreciate every one of my subscribers. And to celebrate that, I'm gonna kind of come up with the very next segment after this intro of, applause for 150 subscribers. How about that, man? I'm still kind of astonished that I've gotten to that milestone. And I've slowed my roll a little bit on my content creation, and I have good reason for that. That I'll, maybe talk about maybe sometime on what's on my mind Wednesday or something like that. But because I hit 150 subscribers, I've been hinting at a super double secret back gate kind of thing that I've been working on, and I am going to, in the very next segment, present kind of a teaser on what I'm going to be building, if you haven't guessed it already. And I'll show the progress that I've made thanks to Cotswold Collectibles. And Greg over at there has presented in his kind of, I guess, personal tastes have led to, oh yeah, that's a good idea, kind of army building that I've been doing. So I'll talk about that in the next segment. And welcome to the Sergeant Soldier Super Show.
It's Sergeant Soldier, and this is Workbench Wise Guy.
And welcome to segment 2 of the Super Show. It's the Workbench Wise Guy. And we got kind of a fulfill a promise kind of show what's been on the cooker for a while. But right here we got back out. Got 3 ARVN Rangers, Vietnamese or South Vietnamese ARVN Rangers. One's sporting a Thompson machine gun with a stick magazine bag in place of, like, you know, like some kind of Thompson magazine thing. All 3 are wearing the crimson neckerchief that they wore. Panther on star emblem on the helmets. I also have patches for they're wearing these are tiger stripe Vietnam era uniforms from Cotswold Collectibles. One guy back there is carrying an M16, one's carrying an M1 carbine, and I'm kind of doing, here's a Special Forces captain. Let's see if we can raise the stakes here a little bit, get up about eye level, get in there on that. Also sporting a Thompson submachine gun with the stick magazine carrier bag, and he's got pistol ammo, pistol, and wearing, I guess, what they call the duck camo uniform. His Green Beret has captain's bars on him, and he's going to be sitting in the rear of the OP directing a battle against Viet Cong coming in. And this is eventually going to be Johnny Quest as his radio man, calling in airstrikes and stuff like that. And this is all going to be part of a very large diorama. And I'll show at the end of this video how that these 3 ARVN Rangers are 3 of 14 that I've put together so far. I'm waiting for some details. Some of them, or a lot of them, have, like the Green Berets, all have at least one G.I. Joe or Hasbro style canteen cover in OD green with a canteen in it and all that. And I've only got, these are 2 of the 7 that I'm going to have on the display that I'm doing. At least I think it's going to be 7. But it's going to be heavy ARVN Rangers, and it's like a pretty idealized, sort of diorama of a late war fantasy of what, a Green Beret forward outpost with ARVN Rangers manning. I'm going to have at least 3 M60 machine guns, at least an M60, a 16 millimeter mortar, with a big pile of what I've been showing off as these containing the tubes that hold the mortar rounds. But I have a big empty pile of these to show, and a big pile of these, and a big pile behind the M60 mortar, showing how much action they've been going through. I have started collecting. I think I've got all of them out of the system. Good God, this did not go the way I was hoping it would on camera. But I'll be using Slinky Toys as concertina wire. And these are the big 3.5 inch Slinkies that are good for like stairs and going off rooftops and stuff like that. And here I've already kinked mine. That's just great. You know, there's all the antics you can get going on with on camera stuff that just shouldn't be there, because good God, seriously, now. But I've done a lot of hinting about what I'm kind of working on. I've got most of the whatchamacallit, kind of foam core, pink foam that you can cut with a hot knife, kind of things that I can use for terrain is in the collection, and I'm very looking forward to it. I've got kind of some things going on in my life with family that are going to help me clear out some of what I call Box Mountain. In other words, all the containers that bring me all this G.I. Joe stuff are going to disappear. And I'm going to get my a deep clean on my kitchen and on my bathroom and hallway and stuff like that. And then begin the process of emptying out the room that I'm going to build the diorama in. It's going to be the way it's going, with as many figures as I'm going to have. And this is just the, you know, the South Vietnamese and Green Beret forces. I've got a whole, I haven't done, and I will do a kind of a lineup of all the Viet Cong troops pretty soon. But I promised myself, maybe secretly, I don't think I kind of advertised it, that if I hit 150, I would go ahead and start doing that. So anyway, that's Workbench Wise Guy. There may be one more segment after this, but if there isn't, please go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the algorithm, and you know, to get everything spun up so that I get more views, and maybe I can get to 200 faster than it went from 100 to 150. Man, that was a 1-by-1 slog too. I mean, days and weeks would go by with nothing, and then suddenly 1, 2, 3, 4 added here and there. So I appreciate all my 150 subscribers, and that's Workbench Wise Guy.
Hey everybody, this is Sergeant Soldier, and this is What's on My Mind.
Hey, it's Sergeant Soldier, and this is the, I guess, What's on My Mind Super Show Sunday Special. And I think what it is that with the help of my sister, I've come to a couple of realizations. She was there at a crucial moment, and here she is as a grown-up Holly from Land of the Lost, because you know, the old story, when we were kids, she played Holly and I would play Will, and we would go, you know, have dinosaurs running around, or at least we watched the show together, as far as I remember. But I reached out to her at a dark moment, I can't speak for my whole family, but I have both environmental and internal um, issues with just my brain chemistry. And, you know, combined, they seem to, be the catalyst for kind of setting off a spiral below the normal line. I've learned after 54 years around this sun to um, revel in the manic or the high points in my mood, and to even revel that breakthrough from bottoming out and having this time around had the experience of having a lot of people in my life that were there to kind of not egg me on, that's not the word, encourage me to be patient and to wait for it to pass. And as I enter into that normal area where just, baseline, get work done, try to have some kind of routine. And, the What's on My Mind segments are the reminder to all of my subscribers that I'm a disabled veteran, a dialysis patient, and that this YouTube channel and, my avatars for everybody is therapy, like an old man who's gone batty and plays with dolls. And I'm having the time of my life doing it. And the lesson is to hang in there, baby. Like the little kitten meme from way back in the 80s and 90s. And hanging in there for the bad moments to pass and to try to revel in life as much as I can while I'm on the upward side, climbing on the roller coaster. And I just wanted to thank my sister Dang Dang, Brandy, Holly, for being there to remind me of who I am and what my value is. And I even had a trip home, and it's before things things were kind of going dark in my head. And right then, someone who I never thought, my friend Shane Cannon, took his own life. Law enforcement officer for a lot of years, saw, that devil got to him, and that was just scaring me at the same time that I'm on a, health-induced downward spiral of feeling sorry for myself. And I need to remember that I've got 150 of you guys, tuning in and just kind of watching the process of this as I do kind of a radio show, but with, an avatar with Mr. Hands and, my avatar and all the segments and the things that have been, designed for me. But I'm just grateful to have had family around, to have had friends around, to have Doc to share the ducks with. Shout out to Aaron McGowan. And to show off where I stand on building a giant diorama with G.I. Joes and basically a head-to-toe Cotswold experience, along with 1/6 scale King. He is the decal and papercloth patch printer for uniforms, etc. So check him out, 1/6 scale King. I'm basically having trouble at dialysis with being horribly over my dry weight. Um, when you say it in kilos, it isn't so bad, but when you convert that to pounds, it's like, oh, holy crap. That's how much I'm walking around with on my heart and legs and etc. And, you know, trying to cut back on meals or fluid intake or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. You try it. Eat some saltines or something like that, and how much water are you gonna drink? So, I'm creating my own problems. I've had a lot of time sitting there in the blackness, curled up, feeling sorry for myself, thinking that, oh my God, I'm a dead man, when I'm not. I've got a lot of vitality left in me. And as my wonderful sister Brandy has pointed out, I have a lot of stories that have value, lessons to pass on to another generation that have value. I have a lot of nephews and a couple of nieces, and I think I'm highly thought of. I don't know. I don't think they're old enough yet to articulate that, and that includes all of them. My son is reaching his mid-20s, and we have our bouts, but for the most part, I think he appreciates me. I sit proudly upon my sun deck, Sondeck, that is, I have a lot of pride in that, and I've got something on my mind about moving. Nacogdoches is a little far away from my family. If I could figure out how to live next door to my sister and my other sister, that would be great. I've lost and refound that sense of warmth that comes with being in the fold, because I am, in all honesty, the black sheep. I know it. They know it. We all accept it. But, for the most part, it's about the white picket fence in our conversations, because we want to sit together at Thanksgiving and Easter and Mother's Day and Father's Day and my birthday and things like that, everybody just wants to get along in my family, and I'm lucky for that. So when I do enter my dark periods, there's a couple of people, my mom, my sister Brandy, who I can kind of let know things are going haywire and I'm having a tough time. And other people are starting to step in, and that putting that out in the universe that I need help. Maybe that's helping, or making the gears turn on that becoming a reality. As I had another show a couple of weeks ago when I fell down, and just to kind of grit my teeth and bear through all that pain. It was, I did a show with my knee wrapped up and bloody with my blood. That was funny. Because I have this outlet. And anyway, I'm rambling on because it's Sunday night. I just ate I slow cooked for 6 hours some pork chops, 2 boneless and 1 with bone, and because I wanted that bone in there to kind of for flavor, etc. Did pork roast, great value pork roast mix in a little bag, little we call it packet, along pepper. I got some basil and some garlic powder in there, and slow roasted that. And when I was pulling it out, it was literally falling apart. I put it in a food processor and basically deviled it, and mixed with barbecue sauce on just a piece of bread with some sauerkraut. Oh, yum. Life's little pleasures, right? And that's the second one I've had today. Of course, as I cooked it, and it came out at 3:30. I had one, and it just like 7:30. I had another one. Oh my God! A little kombucha to wash it down with the effervescence of kombucha. Excuse me. Anyway, a big deal getting out the kind of the real story on my diorama build and how far along I've gotten on that. And it's one of those goals of I wanted to put that out around the summertime, have it ready, and be doing not necessarily a photo story, but a display and taking photos of different action and guys moving around and bringing in more boxes and the Viet Cong breaking through the wire and the machine guns going off and the claymores and all that. That's, having all those little details in a diorama of a fantasy of a late war Vietnam thing. And, I've still got the ARBN troops out here. They turned out great. I've got the old 20 round ammo bandoliers on them. Like I said, one M16, one M1, and those Cotswold uniforms slipped right on. They look great. I can't wait to finish them up with some patches from 1/6 Scale King. Check him out. I did those helmets with strips of, I spray painted them black first, put strips of torn masking tape, just regular, manila masking tape. And as you rip it, it would form those edges, and was able to put those on. Those are decals from 1/6 Scale King, water slide. It took me 2 of them to realize that you don't peel and just glue them on with super glue, which I did. Wish I didn't, because he's not selling them right now, so I can't get more. But I got 14 of them that he sent extras. I got like 2 extra because I guess the way they print or something like that. And yeah, so that's how I did that. And then I'm still waiting. Anybody has a suggestion in the comments on the best glue for this kind of Cotswold material, doing 1/6 Scale King patches. Yeah, I hate that autofocus. But there's a 60mm mortar right there. That turned into a great project. And then I've got some stuff that kind of I've hinted at here and there, but I've got both tactical colored surfboards and Adventure Team yellow printed up. I'm waiting to get my printer, kind of took a dump, and I'm waiting to do the slow print of the rubberized material that will go in there to hold the feet in when you slip this on. This will be black, a black Adventure Team symbol with black fins in each one of these. And these are just going to have the opposite of the other. So this one will have a sand-colored Adventure Team symbol, and the fins will be tan. These will be OD green, and this will be, that kind of thing. So I made a whole bunch of those. So I guess those will show up in people's mail calls eventually. Anyway, that's kind of some of what's on my mind. Just gives me a segment to kind of ramble and finish up this Sunday night super show. I hope you all enjoy it. Long form. Got to sit here for a while. Maybe put it on the background while you, play with your Joes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe and hit that like button. It helps the little algorithm. I know I get a whole bunch of views sometimes. I'd like everybody to hit that like button one time and see how high I can get to celebrate the 150 subscribers. That's right, 150 subs. Yay! Anyway, guys, that's what's on my mind. Peace out.